Even though Red Bull team is owned by the Austrian Red Bull energy drink company, we see only the faces of Christian Horner and Helmut Marko over the years, since the establishment of the team in 2005. Marko has extreme power over the team management on both Red Bull and AlphaTauri, and is considered as one of the most feared personalities in the paddock, as his decisions have a heavy impact on the progress of the sport. He is currently serving as the advisor of the Red Bull and AlphaTauri teams, as well as the boss of Red Bull Junior program. He celebrated his 80th birthday on April 27th, and Red Bull also organised a small party to celebrate their senior man's birthday at Baku. Despite his age, he is fully physically fit and travelling with the team to every racing destination. This short video is to discuss briefly about Dr. Helmut Marko, who is the key reason behind the success of the Red Bull team. But before we proceed, hit the subscribe button and smash the bell icon for more exciting updates. Helmut Marko was born in Graz, Austria in 1943. In addition to his racing career, he established himself as a well-educated person by completing his doctorate of law in 1967. Marko is the owner of 2 hotels in Austria, Schlossberg Hotel and Augarten Hotel. Helmut Marko is the legendary figure who introduced very famous drivers like Vettel, Verstappen, Ricciardo, Sainz, Tsunoda, Gasly, Albon and Kvyat to the sport. He is searching for young talents all over the globe to offer the opportunity to join Red Bull Junior program, which can be considered as the most successful driving development program in the sport. Some of his decisions are somewhat radical, but proved to be successful over the years. One such decision is the promotion of Verstappen directly into F1 from F3, despite being unable to win the Formula 3 championship. Red Bull reserve Daniel Ricciardo once praised Marko's impact on his career. He said, "Helmut Marko is a guy who gave me loving strictness in my junior days. I think that did me a lot of good because it made me grow up faster." Even though he is actively seen on the paddock in every race weekend, only a few people know that Helmut Marko is a former Formula 1 driver. The 80-year-old has made 10 Formula 1 appearances with Brabham team during the 1971 and 1972 campaigns. However, he was unable to score points in any of those 10 occasions. He found some success in endurance racing, achieving some class victories there. During the 1972 French Grand Prix, Marko's career came to an abrupt end when he was involved in an accident that left him permanently blind in one eye. Marko's left eye was struck by a small stone that flew up from the car in front, permanently blinding it. With one eye, it is difficult to compete in a fast racing category like F1, and he decided to retire from the sport after this accident. After his shock retirement from the sport, he decided to become a manager for drivers. So he became the race manager for multiple race winners in F1, like Gerhard Berger and Karl Wendlinger. Talking about his relationship with Red Bull owner Dietrich Mateschitz, Marko said, "I'm from Graz in Styria, and he's from Mürztal, 60 or 70 kilometers away. He was always racing minded. When we first met, he didn't have a budget to go into anything, but Red Bull became bigger and bigger, and it seemed natural to come together. First, the junior team was created, which was an unbelievable chance for young drivers. Then we had to put them somewhere, and the natural step was buying a Formula 1 team. Soon we realized that being in Formula 1 is one thing, but being a winner is completely different. So we changed the approach," Marko added further, explaining briefly about the establishment of Red Bull team. Step by step, he established the junior team in 1989 to run in racing categories like F3 and Formula 3000 under the name of RSM Marko. Under the sponsorship of Red Bull brand, the team was rebranded as the Red Bull Junior team. However, the Austrian energy giant extended his plans in F1 to establish its own team by buying Jaguar F1 team in 2004. Then the team was rebranded as Red Bull and appointed Helmut Marko as its supervisor. Red Bull wanted to buy another team and purchased the Minardi team, rebranding it to Toro Rosso in 2006. so his advisory role was extended further into this newly established Toro Rosso team as well. Within the next few years, he gathered every necessary resource needed to win a championship. So within the next 5 years, Red Bull found the championship-winning formula to clinch both world titles in 2012 under the leadership of Helmut Marko. Now the Austrian is 80 years old and he has no desire to retire yet. When the media questioned his retirement date, he had no idea about any specific retirement date. "I'm a free person. I can stop at any time I am no longer happy," he told. We'll see what happens in the future. Within less than 5 years, Helmut Marko will surely have to retire from the sport with his health conditions, creating a void which is difficult to fill. Who will replace Helmut Marko at Red Bull after his retirement? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel to get more exciting Formula 1 news. See you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.